Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal planners for the next week in October. And I've got some washi tapes here ready to go, as well as some ink and a blending brush, these highlighters that I will be using, these custom stickers from an Etsy shop, and these sticker books which I'll pull from. So let's go ahead and lay down some wax paper to start things off. This week, you guys, I am doing a spread specifically for a friend of mine who is a huge BTS fan. She went so far as to send me these stickers, and I had to literally label them so I would not forget who was who. So I'm not a huge BTS fan, but I did say that I would do a cool spread just in her honor so she could see her favorite group here in my planner. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want this guy to look. I'm getting some ideas on where things should go. Each one has a name. There was a cutout version of the group member and then also a box sticker, but I'm not going to be using that boxed out sticker for this spread. They were just a little too large, and really I didn't find a way to work them in so that I could still use the spread. You know, I'm always looking for functionality with my spreads. Right now I'm just trying to figure out how I might put them here on the pages, and notice that there are 7 band members, which works out perfectly for the 7 days of the week. And then I've got that nice cutout of the full group there on the this week area. I'm going to try to put one guy on each of the days and kind of, like use that as the decor for the day, and just trying to figure out how I might mix that in with their name. The names are pretty large, so I'm not sure I'll be able to nest them right next to the person that they're referring to, but I'll see what I can do. Kind of like this border idea I'm working on here, where the names outline the page. See if I can make that work. That way I have a little bit more space to play with within the interior days. So I think I can get a majority of these guys kind of near their names. The only one I'm going to have trouble with getting it to balance is the top one. I'm not going to try to pronounce these names, you guys. Really, I'm a super BTS novice here. But I think that this spread's going to be kind of cool, even though I'm not a huge fan. My friend told me that the color of the group is purple, so we'll be pulling in some purple, as you can see from the washi tape and the ink I pulled. I think it'll come out pretty cute, but like I said, there is one name that I don't think I'm going to be able to really match up with his picture, and that is the one there at the top, Monday, with the white hair. His name is actually that, I want to say, Yoongi? I'm really going to butcher these names, so I'm not going to try. Anyway, that's the only one that I was having a really hard time with figuring out a way to add his name kind of close to his picture. But the rest are pretty close as far as where they're placed and where their name is on the border. So I'm removing the backing of a majority of these here, just actually sticking them down to the wax paper and going from there. They are die cut for the most part, so it is a little bit tricky to get them off of their back at times, but I think I can make it work. They're just a little fragile. And the shop, I will have a link down below in the description where these came from. I did not buy these personally, but they are really good stickers. perfect for planners. They're not like vinyl stickers, they're definitely more like regular stickers, so very planner friendly, paper friendly, journal friendly. But yeah, so I'll have that in the description below if you're looking for some BTS sticker ideas or places to get some BTS stickers. Like I said, I didn't buy them though, so I'm not really sure very much about the shop. Can't really talk about, service or anything like that. The idea I'm working off of right now is to have those names in the opposite corners, if you will, so along a side and a corner. Again, just trying to fit everything in so that it works and feels balanced. And unfortunately, Yoongi is not going to quite work out, but the rest of them I think I got pretty close. So I think that will do, and then I'll put in the group picture down here at the bottom. So I had this little idea to, bring in some planner related items to this spread, since it is a fun spread, but since I don't really have any connection to this group, I thought it would be kind of fun to bring in a little bit of happy planner, disc fun here and try to make that work. So I'm going to bring in these mini discs from the Planner Babe sticker book, the Planner Babe mini sticker book from a while back. And I plan on doing a little bit of something unique to them just to tie it all together, but for now I'm just going to lay 2 to 3 next to each of these images. Kind of adds a little bit of texture next to them and gives a little bit of fun interest to the spread. And now I'm back in that book looking for some purple focus boxes. I really thought that there would be more in here since there is a predominant purple tone in these books, but I'm not really seeing much. I also forgot that I wanted to bring in some of the washi tape here at the top and the bottom, kind of close off the border feel. So let me lay that in too, just so I can get an idea of the purple, since there's not yet too much of the purple here on the spread. And I'm going to tuck these guys in a little bit, so give me a little bit more room for some washi down here at the bottom. Maybe move these guys up, or maybe move him in a little. I'm not sure yet. That should give me a little bit of room there to add in some washi. So I'm using a solid pastel washi from Joann's. It came in a rainbow set of pastels. I also got a rainbow set of bright skinnier washi here from Daiso, again in a rainbow pack. And then I got this other purple grid washi that I'll layer in as a third purple. And that came from Planty Things Crystal Vibes release back in September. And okay, that looks good. We've got all that in, and now I'm going to go back in and see if I can find more of those purple focus boxes I was thinking about grabbing out of these books, but I don't know. Not really seeing anything that I need in particular that's going to do it. I think it'll just be easier if I grab out my OG Colorful Boxes sticker book from the Happy Planner and then grab them from there, because they'll be nice and clean, and then I do still have quite a bit of the purple boxes left over in there, so I think that'll just work out best. Kind of bring in more of the purple, but also not be too distracting as far as having too much detail within the boxes. It's nice clean lines. And I'm trying to beef up a few of these areas with stickers so that I can be sure to have room for my focus for the day. Each day I tend to have a checklist, a focus like a event, appointment, or something that I want to remember to do or take care of for that day. And then I've also been adding in my social media schedule. This past week, I did a design that really didn't warrant enough room for my social media schedule, so I ended up putting that on a half sheet. Actually turned out pretty good like that. I don't like to really put things in between my spreads because I like to see the full spread throughout the week. But the half sheet worked. I put a few of the stickers kind of coordinating with the spread design, and it looked good. So I might do that again here if I'm finding that I don't have enough room to add in my social media information. But I am trying to leave a few little areas to do that if I can. So now that I've gotten all the main elements in, we will go ahead and start moving things over. I think I'm going to start with the border, at least on this one side. I don't want anything to be cut off, but I do want it as close to the edge as possible. So I'm just going to try to roll it off here, but really hugging the edge since they're kind of large, these name stickers. And then I'm going to move over some things by hand just to make sure that they're straight and that I can align them how I want. And this one has a little bit of an overlap, so I wanted to do that one on the page. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to kind of draw music notes using the planner discs. You know, it's basically a boy band group. They sing, they dance, they do the whole shebang, entertain. I thought that would be kind of cute to add that in with the planner disc, but then also add in those music notes. So I'm going to hand draw in these music notes. They're a little rough if you get real close, but from far away they look real good. We'll keep it from far away for the most part so you can kind of see, but because they are paper stickers with that white cutout background, there's a little bit of a, you know, like a ridge that I have to climb over to actually draw in the music note. So yeah, so some of them are a little bit rougher than others, but I think the overall effect looks really good. I'm also going to trim a few of these guys down so that they're not so large and spilling over into the days nearby, so kind of containing them a little bit better within their days. And I really want to do some inking too. I got this idea to do just like a little smidge of purple, but right now I'm like, okay, I'm a little nervous to do it, so let me just lay everything in first and then I'll come back to that. I don't know, you guys, ink can be traumatizing for me, so I was just like, okay, let me get everything down and then I'll decide if I want to do this inking technique. So that's what I decided to do. I just took a break and decided to do it after I was all done and got everything laid in to see if that was really what I wanted to do. And I'm just going to go ahead and trim a few of these guys off. Like I said, I really want them kind of popping out of the day, so that's working out pretty well. Trimming them so that their bottom half is aligned with the day line. And we'll go ahead and lay in this washi now. I'm going to line it up. It's a little bit awkward working with these different widths of washi, but I think it all came together pretty nicely in the end. I think what helped was not having any at the exact same size. So either working with them all being the same size or none being the same size, I think is what kind of allowed me to do this and not feel too weird. So I guess that's kind of a tip that I learned on this one, is that, you know, having varying sizes of washi works, just make sure that they're all a little bit different. And then if it's not that, then having them all be pretty much the same size, that tends to look a little bit better and be less cumbersome as far as trying to layer them. And now we're going to move over to the right page. And again, Really trying to hug those borders with the name stickers. So I'm going to make an adjustment here just so that it's a little bit straighter and a little bit closer to the edge. And then I'll trim him off. And stick him right up there. And we'll do this other border here on the right side. The roll-off worked really well on this spread. Larger stickers were a little bit easier, obviously, than anything that's touching. Some of them I purposely did not roll over together because I needed to do, like I'm doing here, some trimming, or really wanted them to be placed in a specific spot. But if everything was perfect, I probably could have rolled this whole thing off. And I'm just going to make an adjustment here to the washi. I was going to have it kind of coming off the bottom a little bit more, but I really want it to look like the one on the top, so I'm going to push it up into the day and then do the layering. And that worked. Move over these tiny little discs so I can put those music notes in. And we'll move this one over. It's too bad we didn't have one of this guy on Saturday that was cut out. It's the only one that I didn't have a cutout version like the others. And here, where I decided to get brave, I'm going to add in that little bit of ink. And I'm going to do it on just every other one. And what I wanted to do was use this as kind of like a purple, I don't know, just a little splotch of purple, just a little something added in there. And I really liked the effect. So I'll probably do this again somewhere. But it was just kind of like a texture, but it also looks a little bit like movement. So I really liked the effect. And I just moved up that focus box so that I could add it in right in between that guy and his box, because I wanted to do every other day, have a little one of those purple splashes, or I don't know what you want to call it, streaks. We'll call them purple streaks. Pretty much the rest of this video is going to be me drawing in these music notes. I'm just going to do half and eighth notes. Oh gosh, it's been a while. Quarter, half. Oh my gosh, I've totally forgotten even what music notes I'm drawing. I think these are quarter and eighth notes that I'm drawing. What does a half note look like? Like a whole note is just a circle. Half note. Quarter note. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyway, I'm just drawing the cute notes right now. And I'm just freehanding it, so some of them are a little bit rough. I did fix that one I just laid down after the fact, but yeah, I think they came out cute in the end. Just don't look too close. I'll also add in my checklist using one of these highlighters that best match. And then finally, I'll add in just a little bit more color to the names with the highlighter of choice. And once I am done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch, and think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Bye!